Hello, world. Hi, how are you? I am doing well. This is Heather Alexandra for Kotaku.com. Kotaku.com. I keep on doing that. A video game website about video games. I am joined in the booth today with
Paul Tamayo.
Paul, we are playing a game that is frustrating me, but because it has some good little bits and then some things that are bananas. This is Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which I have reached my breakpoint, kind of. You like it better than me.
I like it, but I'm also playing it at a snail's pace.
Yeah, I'm playing it at a reviewer's pace, which means just diving into all sorts of stuff. So here we are. Here we are in the middle of our fake island of Aroa.
It's nice.
We're not set in a real country this time because Wildlands did some gnarly stuff when they set it in Bolivia.
Yeah, Bolivia pulled up.
I mention it every time, if only because Bolivia filed a formal complaint to the French embassy and considered taking legal action against the game, presumably against Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
It was a wild situation. So, fictional setting against a villain played by John Bernthal from The Walking Dead and The Punisher. He shows up every now and then and says stuff like, "You don't understand the mission that I'm on."
Yeah.
And he's like, whatever. So we are here at one of the many different checkpoints on the map at your bivouac. I'm about to do a story mission. Sneak on in. I'm playing as a cool sniper.
Yeah.
There's a couple things you can do here at your little camp. Among them is these little buffs that you can get.
I always go for the XP one.
See, I usually do weapon accuracy because I play so much as a sniper. So this game has a little bit more RPG elements than Wildlands did, which is, we can go into that in a minute. It also has a couple different components that Wildlands didn't have, including crafting, right? Which ties into a slight focus on survival stuff that you've taken to a little bit more than me.
Yeah.
Because I like it. I like the idea of making food, of making water. I wish there was a hardcore mode or something that forced me to actually eat and do that, but they don't have that yet. That would be fantastic to add later on, but I have no clue what they're doing for post-release stuff. So you can craft stuff, a little bit video gamey, RPG-y.
And you can choose what time you want to leave.
Yeah, just like staying at a camp in Red Dead or anything.
Yeah, or Breath of the Wild.
Yes. One of the reasons I say that this is more of an RPG thing for people who aren't aware is that it's a little bit more of a loot shooter this time. It's a little bit more of like, hey, here's your gear score. Here are the individual rarities of your guns. This wasn't really something that was in Wildlands. I actually should upgrade right here. The highest gear score that I'm aware of is 150. I haven't found that upgrading my gear or anything has been excessively grindy, but I'm still in the early to mid points of the game. I'm about halfway through the story right now. And then there's a lot of end game stuff.
Got some new boots.
Yeah. Oh, new boots.
Check out the new boots.
Cool.
Lightweight,
I'm
baby.
so excited.
43.
Because one of the things that can happen is, where are my objectives? Is that it? That is my map. Where are my objectives?
There it is.
Yeah. So one of the things that I actually do like about this game is, look at that, it's the Punisher.
Yeah.
You can, at any given time, interrogate some bad dudes, find out where the Punisher is, and then go try and beat him up. Which is cool, but the recommended gear score is 150 plus, which is bananas to me.
Hey, he was born a day before I was.
Hey, congratulations on your near birthdays.
Yeah, Libra gang.
So that's kind of cool. I like the idea of just sort of ending a lot of the game if you're tenacious enough.
Yeah.
Partially because I just want to end the game.
I mean, again, like Breath of the Wild, you can just go right up to the boss.
Yeah, you can just go beat up Ganon or whatever.
Knock on his door and be like, hey.
Except you don't show up in your underwear or anything weird.
Yeah.
So we're going to slide down this hill.
See, so, I mean, you're going to touch upon something that I actually kind of really enjoy about this game.
So my stamina is going to get messed up and I could go tumbling down the hill maybe.
We mentioned the survival stuff a little bit, but there's one thing that I kind of like about this, especially like it happened to me the other day where I was sliding down a hill, I took a tumble, I fell, and then it sort of it takes a chunk of your stamina back, like at least not permanently.
Right, it tries to force you to maybe engage with those survival things of like, man, drink some water, have a granola bar. What are you doing? I'm actually a bit further from
they're pretty
where
easily,
I want to go.
They're pretty easily avoidable if you don't want to have to interact with those things.
Are these bad guys?
But when they do,
those are wolves. There are bad guys called wolves who hunt you down in the game.
Cool little icons too.
Here's a little thing that you should know about this game. I think some people will see gear score and get freaked out, and I don't like how much it's like looty. But regardless of how difficult an enemy is, you just pop them in the head, and they go down. That
those
means
are like
oh,
robo.
those are fucking drones. Oh,
Those are
god damn
robo
it.
drones.
God damn it. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. The last thing I want to do is deal with that right now. Because I've gone to that final base, and those enemies are level 150, and you think, oh crap, it's gonna be like the Division. It's gonna be like Destiny. I have to bullet sponge this because I'm not big into loot shooters
Right.
anymore. I've had my fill. I'm pretty done with that trademark. That's my new catchphrase, and the idea of just being able to, like, if I'm a good enough shot, take somebody out, great. I'm for it.
Yeah.
Are these more wolves?
Oh, these are just scrubs.
Shit! Watch out!
Well, I couldn't really see because of the tree.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah, so like one thing I wanted to just finish, I thought I wanted to finish,
go for
was the
it.
survival stuff. That like, so if you fall and you take a chunk of your stamina gets taken away, you can refill it by visiting bivouac, or if you find a stream and you have your
You
canteen
can just
equipped,
drink stuff or whatever.
just drink some fresh water. And so it's like I love survival games. I'm kind of
You're
like,
really into that, yeah.
I'm really into that stuff. And like this game doesn't really kind of shove it in your face too much. It's just enough for you to like slow down and like, you know, take stock of what
Right.
you need and stuff like that.
And I think for me, that's been a lot of my, or some of my annoyance with the game, if I can be really frank, is because I wish it would maybe engage with that stuff or have it emphasized a little bit more. I think there was a chance to maybe make a game that didn't feel so much like, hey, we're doing Wildlands again, but with some tweaks. I think there was probably a chance to make it feel like you were really stuck behind enemy lines, that you were really dealing with
hit the deck.
things. Oh shit!
Hit the
How do I?
all the way. Yeah. So this will also happen every once in a while.
Yes, there are drones that try and find you, and they send enemies after you, or they bomb you. Because drones are scary, at least when they're being used against good old American special ops folks.
Yeah, this is kind of what I. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're good. They're bad drones. This is kind of what I mean too about the game. Occasionally forcing you to slow down and pump the brakes, and sometimes it's annoying. In the case that you just saw, where like a drone, you have to hit the deck, and sometimes you're not in the best place to do that.
Oh, you
Ooh.
jerk! I can get a good angle on them eventually.
I thought you got him.
Maybe I did. I don't know. So one thing, this game is really easy. I don't think it's a difficult game. I think that for me, I wish there was a little bit more challenge even on the higher difficulties. But even on really high difficulties, again, like if you nail your shots, you've nailed your shots. So,
There's intel there. No.
oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
How do I get out? So this is like one of those games. This has been a problem with Ubisoft games that are like, hey, sneak into a base, whatever. I'm just gonna swim. This happened with Far Cry, with pretty much every Far Cry, where it was like, hey, use a bow and arrow, use a silent sniper rifle, take out a base. And after a while, the things that maybe make that game exciting, like sneaking up and doing whatever, or like, damn, I'm gonna shoot a rocket or whatever. You can still do that stuff, but the game doesn't encourage it as much. And before we had to switch things off, I was saying, I guess I kind of just wanted a game that took more risks. I wanted a game that leaned into the survival stuff more. I wanted a game that felt a little bit like old school Ghost Recon. But we're just not having that. This is a game that's a bit more arcadey, which is fine. It's a game that you want to play with friends. But it also, it's just, I don't know. The gear stuff is strange to me. The fact that there are a fair amount of microtransactions is a pain.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I haven't found myself forced like into the road of wanting to use them, but there's a ton of cosmetic stuff. There's the ability to buy blueprints for weapons. It's not brilliant.
Sure.
Sure. It bothers me.
Just the fact that it exists, you know?
Right. Everything's baked into this. This feels, I don't know. I think I am so eager for a game that recaptures the feeling of the more hardcore military realism of some of the older Tom Clancy games. And we just don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
And to an extent, that's fine. I think, I wasn't impressed with Rainbow Six when it first came out, but it's like it totally found an identity. It found out exactly what it wanted to be. It found out exactly like what it wanted to do in terms of turning it into a shooter, turning it a little bit into a hero game. Like that game's really reinvented itself and found itself. Ghost Recon just hasn't. And the more time I spend with this game, the more I'm a little frustrated. Tactical role.
Nice. Yeah, it certainly feels like the little brother of the Ubisoft games at the moment, at least.
Right.
Not counting Splinter Cell, which is not even here.
Oh God.
But it does make me kind of want a Splinter Cell.
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that. I want Splinter Cell. I want Michael Ironside or somebody else suitably gritty.
Oh, look at that little.
I'm so used to drones in this game now. I have a thing like this that I can use to take it out. Every class has a special ability. Special ability for my class is just like armor-piercing bullets.
Watch that guy.
Watch out.
Easy peasy.
Nice. Well done.
And so, yeah, you have experience levels too, which is just like leveling up from killing enemies. That doesn't affect things too much. Your gear score is the thing that's really important. This does give you skill points, which I can show off for a second. This was the thing with the microtransactions that was the biggest problem, and they've removed it, apparently, which was they used to just give you, or it looked like, based on what some people were posting online, that they used to just give you the ability to buy like 60 skill points, 60.
That's wild.
And just fill this stuff out. And that's bananas. That's bonkers.
Yeah, because you could just become extremely overpowered.
You could just build all this out.
Yeah.
Some of these things don't transfer over to multiplayer. Other things do. You could just have, in theory, higher weapon damage, better damage against drones or whatever. And that's like, that made me feel like it was a Battlefield or Battlefront situation, which would have been bananas. Just would have been the worst thing. I feel bad shooting bad guys like right next. Well, I mean, part of me feels bad just shooting bad guys because they have no chance.
Uh-oh. Behind you.
I'm fine. That's one way to get it done.
Yeah.
It's not the best way to get it done.
Sorry, civilians.
I need to find the person who's here. My stealth has fallen apart. Somewhat.
Yeah, but this game certainly feels like the kind of game, like you mentioned a second ago, you want to play with a few buddies and get together.
Yeah, and that's
times a week.
hard when you're doing it in like a review capacity.
Right.
When you just got to speed through stuff and you can't be like, hey, let's stick around and like get in the helicopter and do XYZ thing.
And we tried to party up and it didn't
We
work.
had issues, right?
Yeah.
We had issues where it just like the first day, and I wonder if that was because we were playing technically early for our region. But we just really couldn't connect with each other.
Yeah.
Which was frustrating.
Ooh, peppered him.
Yeah, like enemies are not smart. This is not a difficult game. They can spot you, but it's like easy peasy. Oh,
Ooh,
gear.
green.
Whoa.
That's a lot of the game too.
That's me being cynical. Oh, I got better pants now. I should equip those immediately
Heck yeah, throw
to
those
upgrade my
pants
gear score.
on.
Whoa, what's my gear score going to be? Is it going to be 45?
Ooh.
Hey, I called it.
Hey, buddy.
I'm playing on controller, by the way.
Yeah.
This is my first time playing this game on controller. It's easier for like the setup that we have here to do that. Definitely, if you're on mouse and key, nothing stands a chance against you. They're just done.
Even me on mouse and keyboard, I'm pretty good.
Shooting the wall.
Nice.
But again, headshots take out anything instantly. So you can see I'm in what could be, in theory, a hairy situation.
Tactical roll.
And it ain't. Although this sniper is a bit annoying.
Oh, a little drone.
But like, look, that guy's pretty far away. Nailed him. No, I'm not even on my mouse and keyboard. Gosh darned.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a sniper up there.
Ah, you jerk. Whoa. Nice.
Done and done. I'm gonna sneak on through. I have to imagine that the person I'm looking for is up on that high hill, right? That seems like a thing a video game would do. So I'm looking for some sort of scientist here, and the game is not really telling me where they are.
Bug off.
You know what? Where's the guy shooting at me?
That's the drone, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I was like, let me deal with the guy shooting at me first, and the answer is Nah, drone's doing it.
Nah, drone's peppering you.
So even when things get, when it's an actual active
It's a cop
firefight,
drone.
you can see there's not a lot of emphasis on being tactical in the sense that I don't need to prep too much. I mean, I can.
Sure.
But there's not a lot of need to.
You could still get the
Like,
job
look at
done.
this. Look at this moron. Look at this goober.
Way to go, buddy.
Whose footprints are these?
What was that noise?
Done. Done. This person over here.
Look at this guy just completely ignoring the gunfire.
Man.
These are dum-dums.
One more fella.
Yeah, why not?
One more fella. I wish I knew where the scientist was, but the game's not really coughing that stuff up. Well, I think part of what it wants me to do is stuff like this. So if you're in a mission area, one thing you can do is be like, oh, I need intelligence. And sometimes it will tell you like, hey, this is where a person is, or this is where you can find the password to the computer that you need to deal with or whatever.
I think there's a guy right over that little
Yeah.
hill.
Are they like right below
There
me?
they are. Bye.
They mean nothing to me. They're just goons. Is that person inside the house?
Uh-oh. Yeah, they're behind, I think.
I'm going to go to this little information nodule and see if it will tell me where this scientist is. So I don't know. If it sounds like this game has been... I don't want to come into the booth and sound like I'm complaining. There are things I like about this game. I love this. Just
That's nice.
pinning your objective. Every game should let me do that. Every game should be like, hey, if you have multiple objectives, you can just pin the ones you want to do, hit this thing, and get it done. Yeah, this person will definitely tell me where the... Hello, stranger.
I love these
I
generic.
need to know how to find this location.
I guess they're telling me where the biv is.
Yeah, I know where this might be.
I appreciate it.
And then you just
See
know
you
that's
around.
great. I love
I like
that.
I like anytime you walk up to a person, they're like, hello, stranger.
I know where this location is.
Would you like to play a game of Lucky Hit?
Oh, new boots!
Oh my god. You know what you gotta do when you get new boots in this game?
You gotta throw them on.
Equip it immediately. Could I be 47?
48? Oh, not a damn.
It's because I got this thing weighing me down. 36. Bunch of nonsense. So this is actually perplexing to me because I wish I could just find where the scientist is, because that's where we gotta go. It is the northernmost house in the village.
Okay.
So we gotta go
Do you have guided mode off?
at the moment, because partially because I'm... Oh, no. This is... I have guided mode on right now. So for people who have played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, this game just kind of slaps together a ton of Ubisoft stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the things that it slaps in there is the difference between guided mode and exploration mode. What happens there is if you're on guided mode, it'll generally tell you where you need to go. In exploration mode, it tends to be like, it's in this region,
Follow the
maybe
clues.
go find it.
Yeah.
Which is cool, and I liked that in Assassin's Creed in particular, because that was a game world that I really wanted to explore.
Oh, shoot. Hey, buddy.
Not as much the case here.
There he is.
There's a bud. Oh, wow, I missed a shot.
There it is.
Oh, wow, I hit the shot. You don't see
Got some
me.
pomegranate.
Stop saying eyes on hostiles when you don't see me. I swear to God, this is the northernmost.
Ooh, there's some Yaz playing right now.
What if I just went ham?
Just do it. Off, just from the hip. Yeah! Oof.
That was mean.
Yeah, that was
That
kinda
felt a
mean.
little mean, actually. You know what?
That's all right.
I felt a little bad about that. Oh, 'cause it thinks I'm still in a fight because there's like one guy around. Maybe it's the drone.
Oh, you're right.
What? Drone.
Oh, excuse
That
me?
should have absolutely hit.
Hi. Don't be afraid.
Hello, stranger.
Can you
I know where
elaborate on
this location
That's
is.
what I know.
I know
Thanks.
where the thing
Means
is.
a lot.
Thanks.
Yeah, because it's pointing me down there. But it says the northernmost house, so I want to check this. And this does have a lot of collectibles. You can find files and stuff. Yeah, there we go. You can just find little files that are like, here's more about the drones. They really like talking about the drones in this game.
They love some drones.
They do.
They drone a lot.
They love drone. This game drones on and on.
Yeah.
I think they're upstairs. Framed science. Oh, whoa. This is like, I collected your... Imagine.
Wow.
Imagine being a military person and being like, this trophy's mine now.
Damn. Damn, son.
Just being like, I got it.
Where'd you find this one?
Welcome to Ghost Recon's Bingo.
See, I'm doing the mixtape
There's a good
voice.
chance her neighbor was the last person to have had eyes on Madeira.
So we got to go back over here.
Follow
Most of
the
these missions are
breadcrumbs.
multiple steps, so we'll go through it. We can go back to Casey Kasem.
Oh my god, yeah, can we?
Dear Ghost, I've been hunting you.
drone.
I've been hunting you for a long time.
Can you please help me find it?
If you
before
could surrender,
Christmas.
that'd be great. Is this the person,
Yeah.
or is this their neighbor?
Ooh, that yes.
Maybe I'll get to show some dialogue
Hey, pal,
options.
I'm looking for your neighbor, Paula Madeira.
I've killed everybody in the neighborhood.
Seen her around for a while. She just left one day. I heard Sentinel has a new engineer continuing her work.
It's
Any
her.
idea where?
You got that smoky eyeshadow.
The
There's some
voices
guy,
don't match up
Daggerwood. She used to meet in Aurora's
with the
parliament.
Yeah.
Sounded
with
like he was one
the
of those
subtitles a
protest
lot.
kids.
which
Thanks.
I just came off of Greedfall, where that happened a lot too. The subtitles in Greedfall were particularly bananas. Oh, she's 5 kilometers away.
Of course.
Is
That's
there-
the game in a nutshell, pretty
Is
much.
there a helicopter?
There's gotta be. Oh, yeah, over there.
I see one on the map right there. What if I just crawled to it? Took forever.
Take it real slow.
Oh, there's actually a helicopter right there.
Yeah.
So what I do like a little bit is I like this up-close camera perspective. I feel like I have a better sense of my character's weight than in Wildlands. Wildlands, a game that just shucks howdy, if you've read my review on Kotaku.com, had some issues with. There are some improvements in this game that I like over Wildlands. I actually think this game doesn't look as good as Wildlands, which is one of my more superficial complaints.
Ooh.
That's fine.
Cut a couple branches off that one.
Totally fine. We go down here into this lake.
Yeah, I found some ancient ruins by the water.
Every now and then there's something that isn't just forest. There's actually a city on the map where there's like a football field and stuff.
But the ancient ruins I found, I was hoping there was going to be some sort of connection to like Far Cry 3 or something, but I was wrong. There was
Oh,
nothing
you
there.
find,
Yeah.
what was his name? Jason Brody?
Yeah, I was hoping.
It's you, Jason Brody!
Yeah.
I think the final villain was like kind of Afrikaans.
What was his name? Voss?
Well, Voss was the guy who was
Voss was
like,
the bad guy.
did I ever tell you the
He's good, man.
definition of
Bring him back.
insanity?
Bring him back.
Yeah, you know what? Voss was very watchable. I have problems with Voss and with Far Cry 3. Far Cry Free. Even though I liked New Dawn and I like playing Far Cry 5 without a HUD and on the max difficulty. That's a really good experience. Voss was watchable.
It was fun.
Whereas good old Joseph Seed in
Oh, yeah.
5 was like, so now we're getting into a place that's a little different. right?
Wow, this is wild.
Right. So the map does occasionally transform in fun ways. So the idea of going from just creepy forest to tech bro cities or whatever, I'm for it. Yeah, cool. A lot of variety. I'm in an area that is very clearly swarming with enemies. I tell you, every time I get out of a helicopter, I'm afraid that it's gonna.
Oh, shoot. He said, what the?
Oh,
Oh, this guy's nice.
this is the one
Wow.
good guy.
Yeah, he
this
was
is
pretty
the
good.
one good guy in Ghost Recon
should've
who's like
recruited him.
maybe I should duck right now, and you're like, ducking. It's like my one weakness.
He was timing it too. He was like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he nailed
4.
it.
1, 2.
They took all the AI.
Oh, shoot. Oh,
That's the wrong button.
nailed it.
Ah, there we go. They took all the AI in Ghost Recon and put it into that guy.
This looks pretty fun.
Yeah, you know what? Into it, right?
Yeah, I'm into this.
Just wish that this was in a more interesting context. Wish this wasn't gummed down by the extra stuff like the microtransactions. Wish that this was just, I don't know. Everything's a step behind what it feels like it should be. Yeah, this person can give you side missions.
Wow, get the scoop.
Nah, what am I, a journalist? What am I? Some sort of press sneak? Fuck.
Press sneak ghost. That's gonna be my clan tag.
Shoutouts to Jason Schreier, new dad.
New dad alert.
Already telling his kid to not trust anything.
You know what? Facts though.
Also trying to get his kid into Destiny, presumably.
Oh god, good luck.
I heard they got rid of Trials of the Nine, to which I say, why? That's the only thing I loved in that game.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true.
I actually just
thought it was
downloaded
a
it on
decent
Steam, and
Yeah.
I transferred over my save. Ooh.
Nani?
Oh yeah, look at this sneak over here. Nope.
Man, you know what? At this point, yeah, I just feel bad for them. At this point, I don't know. They are so not ready for what I got for them, which is
Yeah.
just like that guy.
Oof. They were
Both
not
of them.
ready.
Bananas. I think one thing that could actually make it better is that if your equipment weared down a little bit more, but that would get into the way of the loot shooter stuff.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun.
What I would like is kind of Metal Gear stuff where it's like your suppressors deteriorate or something like that.
I would hate that. I wouldn't
No,
like
I
that.
think in a game like this, if you want to make it feel like a survival thing, I think if you want to make it a game where I just can't walk around with a silent sniper rifle and ace everybody, then you gotta start taking things away from the player. Is it down, you think?
Yeah.
He made a little gesture. You couldn't see it, but Paul made like a little like,
I
stay
pointed
frosty, go down here.
Yeah, I put my foot. I was like, hold,
which was very good.
stay frosty.
Yeah, every time we're in the booth and we're playing one of these games, we love to role play.
Yeah. Big time.
Is that? That's just a dude.
Oh, oof.
Well, I'm not going to shoot until I
got a little
know.
nervous.
The game would also show up and be like, hey, that's a bad guy. I wouldn't just be like, is that a bad guy? Tonk. Hey, look I found your ancient ruins.
Hey.
We put them right down near the campus coffee shop. I think it really gives it a nice vibe.
It feels authentic.
They mention that this is supposed to be some sort of libertarian paradise, and then they don't really do much with that.
I did see. The only thing I heard was some NPC. I overheard some NPCs talking about like, oh yeah, they're just destroying, all these ancient ruins. It's horrible. And then that was it.
I think there's I don't know. I keep on seeing missed opportunities, and maybe they go into it more. But I think there could have been an interesting way to like deal with tech bro stuff.
Oh,
Because I've just been playing The Surge 2, a game which is I'm making a kiss sound. Molto bene.
Yeah.
Fun freaking game. And the first game was like, was pretty mean about that. Like it had kind of points.
Yeah.
It was like a weird Dark Souls game that actually did stuff. Oh my god.
Yeah,
So I gotta maybe I should just talk
Yeah,
to
go
all
talk to
these
everybody.
clowns.
I was also extremely curious about the tech sort of thing that they were trying to touch upon because I just finished reading like Bad Blood about the Theranos thing and like
Oh my god.
I
Everybody's
like-
telling well, they're like, hey, we're gonna
Hey,
suck.
I'm looking for someone goes by the name of
Everybody's
Daigoro.
oh damn,
Know
you got a
where I
gun.
can find him?
That's everything, I swear.
That's all I know. So yeah, I was very curious to see if
Yeah.
they were really going to go after it. And they may still. I don't know. I'm only
Well, I think
5
about
hours
like
in.
even something like Chaos Theory, Splinter Cell, which wasn't like a game that made a lot of
not gonna
political
hurt
points
you.
or anything. And games don't necessarily have to, right?
Sure.
Was still a game that had points in its mechanics where that Clint Hawking has talked about that game, about a game that it's not just Chaos Theory in the title, it wants to explore that mechanically, and the idea is
Hello, friend.
hey, you're playing as Sam Fisher, and you're trying to very meticulously do things, and that system of sneaking, that system of behavior that you're trying to manipulate, the minute that it falls into disarray, like if you get spotted or anything else, then the chaos happens, right? That's the game's theory of chaos mechanically. Right now, I don't know. I'm shooting dudes, doing XYZ
Just
thing.
talking to folks.
Clearly, there's a scientist in here I gotta find. Drones.
Yeah, get that Best Buy drone out.
You know
of here.
what? I don't like drones. That felt mean to the drone.
No, I don't like that drone. I
Listen.
don't like it one bit.
Yeah, I heard it was talking shit.
Yeah, it was talking a lot of shit.
Man, what'd you say about my sister? Yeah, I just gotta find where to go.
Yeah, just keep chatting
'Cause
with
this is 100% the place on my map.
Yeah, I think you just got to keep dotting those I's over there.
Well, I should check the further info page, which is, I think, here. So sometimes the game will do investigations, which sometimes are like, hey, where's this person? So like, hey, what is Walker's plan? Who's the mole or whatever? One thing it wants you to do is check here. And I guess I can do some of these through missions or whatever. Sometimes I mess up that bit. So I guess I find those clues through this mission. I would have liked the idea of investigations could have felt a lot more like Ghost Recon 1, where you are collecting information to find a target or whatever. I think that's what they're trying to go for. So now I just need to find somebody who will give me the intel. Maybe there's an enemy. Bare minimum, I want to
Surveillance network was down again. Those texts.
shoot in the legs.
Oh yeah, shoot him
Shoot
in the
in
knees.
the legs.
Oh,
did I kill him?
Yeah, well, you got one of them.
Wait. I did kill him. That's like, so one thing you can do is kill commanders to interrogate them. So I might just go ham on these fellas until I see somebody with a nifty hat,
Yeah.
and then shoot them in the legs and interrogate them. So like this guy.
Oh, he's got real heavy-duty knee pads on.
Yeah, so progress made there. I'll be able to interrogate him in a second. Not the most subtle way to make progress, but you know what?
It works.
Sure.
Wow.
There's more people. I actually have to fall back for once.
Yeah, use that med.
Take my meds.
Ooh, get out of here, buddy. Wow, that tree took beating.
Can I use the...
I think you're just auto.
Oh, wow, it is auto-healing me back up. That's bananas. Usually you have to pull out a med kit and put a little Band-Aid on your nicks and scratches. So that has to be an enemy I can interrogate.
Oh man, they're coming in hot.
If they have fancy hats, then...
Oh,
Whoa!
What?
Ah!
Huh? What was that noise?
Oh, boy.
Oh. On the freaking move.
Oh, I might eat shit here.
Oh, killed in action.
I landed right in that guy's lap. Just died in your arms tonight. Should we call it?
Yeah, maybe we should call it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll find this person.
Yeah,
I'll
but,
go. I will recon until, and then I'll hide because I'm a ghost,
right.
and that's it. We didn't go into
Bars.
complete details of some stuff. Listen, get some friends, play this. Avoid the microtransactions. You don't need that crap. If you play with buds and you play slow, you could have a good time.
PvP's fun too, from the little that I've played.
Right, and I think Division kind of had that feel with the dark zones and stuff. I liked PvP in the Division. For me, I'm feeling strange about this game. I'm gonna be honest. Honest. But there are bits and pieces that I do like.
All right, well, that was cool. So yeah, this was just a basic look at where we've been so far, at least, and how the game works.
Get people
more
up
than
to
anything.
speed, see what's going on.
But yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you around.
Take it easy, friends.